you want to call it, and it disarmed both of the rockets, and it takes off. What?
Wait, what's going on here?
Look at how they shot these two rockets, and look what's waiting in the sky for them. It is a UFO, a UAP, whatever you want to call it, and it disarmed both of the rockets, and it takes off.
The book of the prophet Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. For this has been decreed by the messengers, it is commanded by the holy ones, so that everyone may know that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of the world. He gives them to anyone he chooses, even to the lowliest of people. Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushua, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushua, Barakat Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the house of David the elect, beginning with the 144,000. Chariot, so-called UFO, disarms missiles during Israel and Iran conflict. Chariot, so-called UFO, disarms missiles during Israel and Iran conflict. This is the Heavenly Father showing you he's in control. You ain't running nothing. No one's running anything, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is running the show. Okay? To put it bluntly, he run this motherfucker, man. You know? That's what I get from this. When you watch this video, that's the Heavenly Father saying, I run this motherfucker, you know? Because here it is, Esau Edom is completely immersed in pride because of the technology the Heavenly Father gave him through the left-hand side, but the Heavenly Father is still in control. You ain't running nothing, E. You ain't running nothing. Okay? These other heathens ain't running nothing. Okay? The Heavenly Father is in control, man. And this gives us confidence knowing that our power is in control of everything. There's not one thing that he's not in control of. And this whole Israel and Iran conflict, you know, this war that's taking place right now between Israel and Iran, the Heavenly Father's behind that. Okay? When it gets to complete escalation, when it gets to that point, the Heavenly Father's behind that. All right? Let's read this again. Daniel 4 and 17 in the KJV and NLT. This matters by the decree of the watchers speaking about the angels, Yahweh's powers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, because the angels, they work for the Heavenly Father. They are his messengers, his hands, his eyes, his servants. Okay? The Heavenly Father uses angels to manipulate events on earth. And they're showing up at a high alarming rate because we're living during a transition of kingdoms. Anytime there was a transition of kingdoms on the earth, the Heavenly Father's angels would always be there during that transition of power. Same thing is happening in this time. Anytime when there was major wars taking place, a kingdom declining and another kingdom emerging, the Heavenly Father always had his eyes present, his angels, you know. Let's read this again. This matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know, the living meaning man on earth, may know that the Most High, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. But the Heavenly Father is still in control. For this has been decreed by the messengers, it is commanded by the holy ones, so that everyone may know that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of the world. He gives them to anyone he chooses, even to the lowliest of people. And such is the case with these Edomites, man. You know? Now, I looked up missile defense system on YouTube just to make sure. When you look at that clip on Instagram, you know, showing you that that Chariot, so-called UFO, disarming those missiles and taking off, just to make sure that that's what it was, I looked up, you know, missile defense system on the YouTube, trying to make sure, you know, the video clip on Instagram isn't that. And it doesn't look anything similar to it, you know? So that was indeed a Chariot.
What?
Wait, what's going on here?
Look how they shot these two rockets, and look what's waiting in the sky for them. It is a UFO, a UAP, whatever you want to call it, and it disarmed both of the rockets, and it takes off.
And that's not the first time that has happened. You know, you type in UFO disarming missiles, and you'll get a few clips. Or disarming or disabling. This from 14 years ago. Amazing UFO, which we know is a IFO to us. We can identify it. A Chariot of the Heavenly Father shoots down American missile. So yeah, this has happened before. On many occasions. Look at that. And that really happened, man. You know? It's not CGI. It's not AI. You know? This is a real thing. You know, there's videos on here you can look up for yourself. Watch it on your own. Esau Edom can't cover this up, man.
Came in, and the war hour. So this thing fires a beam of light at the warhead, hits it, fires another beam of light, and then flies out the way it came in. And the warhead tumbles out of space. Now when the lights came on, Major Mansman turned around and looked at me and said, "Were you guys screwing around up there?"
It's a common thing. The video is 48 seconds, you know. Call out like Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, hey, this is real, okay? But once again, this is the Heavenly Father showing you. This is the Heavenly Father showing you that He's in control, okay? And there's other videos on YouTube. You can see a chariot dissipating a chemtrail. Let's see if it's still on here. Yeah, it was a chariot making the chemtrail disappear, you know? If it's still on the YouTube. Yeah. They got rid of it. But anyway, these chariots are showing up at an alarming rate because we're in the very end now. We're about to get up out of here, man. You know? And the Heavenly Father having his chariots show up in the midst of these wars, he's letting you know that, once again, he's in control of that. All right? He's in control of everything that's going on. And there's nothing that Esau Edom can do unless the Heavenly Father is allowing it to happen, man. You know? But yeah, hey, you know, Esau Edom took that video down. But just to show you, if the chariots are, you know, bad for the earth, why are they destroying chemtrails? Why are they disabling and disarming missiles if they're bad to the earth? No, they're bad news for Esau Edom. Them showing up, that means the end of your world. It's not the end of the world in general. It's not the end of humanity. No, it's the end of this damn Greco-Roman Edomite power structure. You know? Yeah, man. But I pray this is edifying. The Heavenly Father in control of the show, man. You Edomites ain't running nothing. Matter of fact, get a few more precepts. Because you Edomites are out of here, man. Psalm chapter 75. Verse 5. Lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck. Meaning don't get proud. As if you got the power on your own. Esau Edom acts as if he got all this power on his own, man. You know? And he's coming up against the heavens. He's speaking against the heavens when it was the Most High God, Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai, that put you in power in the first place, man. You know? Verse 5 NLT. Don't raise your fists in defiance at the heavens or speak with such arrogance. And that's what Esau Edom does. But you didn't get this power on your own. Verse 6. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. Meaning what? You don't put yourself in power. The Heavenly Father puts you in power. Man didn't get power on his own. But the Heavenly Father is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. NLT. It is God alone who judges. He decides who will rise and who will fall. That's it. That's the point. And you Edomites about to fall. For in the hand of Yahweh there is a cup. That cup is nuclear destruction. The lake of fire. And the wine is red, is metaphorical wine, talking about destruction. It is full of mixture, the strong drink. And he poureth out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. You're going to get the full force of their destruction. For the Lord holds a cup in his hand that is full of foaming wine mixed with spices. He pours out the wine in judgment, and all the wicked must drink it, draining it to the dregs, meaning every last drop. That full destruction, man. Okay? But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the God of Jacob. But as for me, I will always proclaim what the Heavenly Father has done. I will sing praises to the God of Jacob. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Shalom.